Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke will be along, too, from the sideline. We've got the Detroit Pistons taking on Orlando. And, of course, Andre Drummond, he's still out of the lineup, guys.
Well, I tell you, this is a tough blow for this team. I mean, he very well could be out the rest of the season, and that's something that's hard to adjust to.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Anthony is out there with Monroe. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. 6 to shoot. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Magic.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. You know, getting the ball inside early.
Well, it worked to perfection there. I like the game plan. Get it inside, force the defense to react, and then play off your big men.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Detroit's head coach and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He talked about what an even matchup this is and said he expected a very tightly contested game. When two teams are so alike, more often than not, it comes down to the very last moments, or even a little bit of luck. We'll see if he's right, guys.
Thanks, Doris. I think we all sort of knew we'd be in for quite a battle.
Well, that's how it looks on paper. I mean, hard to tell these teams apart. They're so evenly matched. So I think we're in for a good one tonight.
I agree. It should make it all that more entertaining, fellas.
Here's ABC. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And that one's good.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
And here's Jennings. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. Anthony sets the pick for Jennings. It's Prince on the wing. And Meeks kicks to Jennings. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Can't cash in from close range.
Brandon Jennings, you remember, decided to play a year in Italy right out of high school rather than to go to college. He was the first guy to do that once the NBA implemented that 1 year out of high school requirement for the draft.
Offensive rebound.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Right side Jennings. And Meeks kicks to Prince. And the pass to Meeks. Shot clock at 6. Here's Monroe. Orlando grabs the miss. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Feeds to Meeks. He kicks it to Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. It's Jennings with the drive. Here's Monroe. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Monroe's got his first points of the night.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the ball.
Trying his luck deep. Rebounded by Greg Monroe. Pistons trailed by 5. Jennings with the ball. Now guarded by ABC. Knocks it loose. And now Orlando on the break. And down it goes, jamming that one home. Nice ops and determination that time, Clark, to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
Here's Meeks, following the bucket by Orlando. Prince kicks to Meeks. Shot clock at 6. Unloads from 13. And Greg Monroe again. Monroe's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, he had that height separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
Oladipo with a screen on Jennings. Inside. Here's ABC. He has 5. Vucevic to the pass to Oladipo. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
And Meeks kicks to Anthony. They set the screen. Jennings. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Orlando leading by 6. Here's ABC. There's the dish to Gordon. Another shot, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. Detroit Pistons, a proud franchise, of course, from 03 to 08, 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. And Clark in 2004, the NBA title.
But the rebuild process has had its hiccups, Kevin. Its speed bumps, if you will. Some questionable free agent signings. There's talent there, but this team hasn't quite figured out how to come together.
And he's good on the second.
Then you look at the Pistons, some great size and athleticism inside, but you know, they've lacked the high percentage outside shooting to space the floor offensively.
Harris passes to ABC. Throws it up high. It's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Dishes to Oladipo. With the floater, and that one's good. Oladipo's got 5 now.
And, you know, for the Pistons last season, you look at the size and shot blocking ability, and you thought that team would be tougher defensively. But that wasn't really the case. I think it has to be attributed to mindset. Those young, big, athletic guys have to become much tougher mentally at the defensive end to be really successful.
Not going to go as it bounces high off the rim. Orlando leading by 9. Here's ABC. He's got 5. It's stolen by Anthony. Jennings dishes to Anthony. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Prince outside. Kicks it to Monroe. Down low. Jennings drives in, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Brandon Jennings acquired in a sign and trade by the Pistons last season on a 3-year, $24 million contract.
Jennings probably expecting more in terms of the deal. But look, maybe it was a wake-up call for him. You know, he has not been part of a winning team yet. And generally speaking, you know, stats alone don't get you max contracts. Stats and wins are what do that, and that's what's next for Jennings.
The first free throw is good.
And for Jennings, a quick, explosive athlete at the point. But you talk about how can he improve. He has the physical attributes to become a lockdown defender, but his focus at that end comes and goes. He's got to be more consistent in his focus at that end.
Detroit making a switch. Butler's checked in.
Here's a look at some stats for Jennings. The last 10 games for him have been very nice. He's averaging 22 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out to me about his recent performance.
Well, you think about his intelligence, the court vision, both are outstanding. Those numbers are hardly as shocking, as excellent as they are.
And the other aspect for Jennings, a streaky scorer to this point in his career. A little loose with his mechanics and shot selection, I think a part of it. I think improving his shooting percentages is an area where he needs to get better.
Here's Butler after the made shot from ABC. Pass to Meeks. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Meeks got his second basket of the night. Orlando leading by 7. Here's ABC. He has 7. Gordon with a screen on Jennings. ABC passes to Vucevic. Good. Vucevic has got 6.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Pistons trailed by 9. Here's Meeks, averaging 8 points a game. Jennings kicks to Butler. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Butler's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Monroe outside. Butler on the wing. Jennings dishes to Meeks. Puts it up from 12. Again, the Pistons score. Here's ABC. Here's Gordon. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure.
What kind of passing is that?
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Vucevic. Fry comes in for Tobias Harris. Fournier's checked in.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
Here's Jackson. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto.
And Kevin, his passing is what blew me away. I mean, to see him orchestrate their offense so impeccably, that was a sight to behold.
Here's Monroe. That one a little long. Here's Gordon. No luck. It's all tied in Orlando. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Coming up next Wednesday night, April 1st, Kawhi Leonard and the San Antonio Spurs take on Victor Oladipo and the Orlando Magic, live from Orlando. Make sure to catch it.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Well, the defense that Steve has been really aggressive, and it's paid off for them a few times already.
And for the Pistons, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. ABC, he's in a point guard. Fournier out there with Channing Frye. Then there's Ben Gordon, and it's O'Quinn in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, ABC in the last matchup against the Hawks just played phenomenal. He had 52 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
Outside Gordon. Pass to ABC. Gets the three-pointer to fall. ABC's got 10. Here's Jackson. He's got 5. The feed now to Monroe. Back to Jackson. From downtown. They grab their own miss. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The shot's good from Fournier.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Jackson drives in. Caldwell Pope passes to Jackson. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession for the Magic. Vucevic checked in for Fry. Tobias Harris comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Oladipo in for Gordon. And a switch here also for Detroit. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And Monroe kicks to Jackson. Monroe dishes to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. For the finish. And slam dunk by Harris.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Jennings kicks to Jackson. He feeds it to Monroe. The fader. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Yeah, they really took it on the chin that last time out, and the difference was the turnover differential. When you look at the stat sheet, they were so careless with the ball, and those mistakes were just too much to overcome.
Great open look there. Now it's a 6-point Magic lead.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Well, the shooting guards you see listed there have been the ultra-reliable players for the past month. Take a look at their percentages from the field during that time. Number 1, Victor Oladipo.
His shooting has really been off the charts, guys, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. I mean, those aren't all layups he's hitting.
He is pure, guys. There's no doubt about that. One of the sweetest strokes in the NBA today, if not the sweetest, with the ability to generate his own shot, too.
Out to Monroe. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Passes it to Jackson. Looking to end the run. Detroit, no good that time either.
And you can feel the momentum swinging. They needed that shot badly.
Steve, I sense some frustration here. It seems like they're getting a little frustrated. It's understandable because they've given up this big run. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Vucevic is really a very capable mid-range jump shooter, but his post repertoire is still a work in progress, very much so. With his size and touch, we'd really like to see him develop that back-to-the-basket game.
Nice job again that time to add to their lead. I'll tell you what, they're doing everything right at this moment.
They're playing steadily in all aspects of the game, Steve. You're exactly right.
And the Magic making a change here. Gordon's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And the free throw, no good. You guys were talking about Vucevic developing inside Steve. There's also some work to do defensively.
Yeah, still a bit foul prone. He's got to follow the Roy Hibbert school of defense, remaining vertical, walling off the rim, and avoiding those fouls.
Meeks passes to Prince. He dishes it to Jennings. Prince kicks to Jennings. Clock at 6.
Oh boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead. Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Here's ABC. That's good from 17 feet away. ABC's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the shots continue to fall as they try to put this thing away.
Yeah, a big run here, and they've got their opponents in the rearview mirror.
Monroe dishes to Jennings, and stolen by Gordon. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and finished off by Oladipo.
Wow, what an incredible run they're on. This is as good an offense as you will see.
Well, every single guy on the floor right now just feeling it.
Jennings kicks to Prince. Outside Jennings. It's Meeks outside. Can't get it to go. It's Orlando's ball. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. And that one's good. And that's 15 points for ABC.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Jennings passes to Meeks. It's back to Jennings. Feeds it to Meeks. Prince outside. And Meeks kicks to Jennings. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
The Pistons shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And you take a look at the statistics. This club is shooting 74% as a team.
And, guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
While dealing with travel, one of the
That's the way to shoot the rock.
early on where there was commercial travel. Now everybody charters and flies out immediately after a game. You've got leg room, you've got catered meals, so you get more sleep, you get more rest. I think it's had a huge impact on the way NBA teams do business and just the quality of play in general.
Prince dishes to Meeks. Just 5 on the clock. That's tipped from 8. Orlando grabs the miss. Gordon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Oladipo. Gordon kicks to Harris. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Magic lead by 18. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's...
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I mean, I just try to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I just get a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep the ball moving.
Good luck with that, young man. Kevin, a young talent looking to do whatever it takes to make it in the NBA.
Thank you for the great interview, Dor.
Okay, guys, great work in the first half. That's how you take care of business on your home court. Couple things. We've been strong on D, and it's a huge key to where we're at right now. Our defense leads to offense, and that sort of energy is what's getting it done. The one place we've been wearing them down is on the...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Well, you look at ABC in this game, he's been everywhere.
A lot of assists for him before halftime, as usual. He's always looking for his teammates and getting them easy baskets when he can.
When a passing lane opens, he will thread the ball in there in an instant, and that's so important. On target and on time with the passes. He's really skilled at that.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Jennings and Meeks in the backcourt. Monroe is out there with Anthony, and it's Prince in at the 3. And that is good. Vucevic has got the first basket of the third quarter for Orlando.
Finding the open man every trip down the floor.
It certainly seems like he's doing that, Steve. I mean, it's been a great passing day for him.
And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game. Detroit with the ball. Prince outside. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. The drive by Jennings.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question. Oh, man, they are putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for him today.
Monroe right side. And he uses the glass on the layup. Monroe's got 8.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Here's ABC. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. 12 points for him.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, thanks, Kevin. Andre Drummond fell to the 9th pick in 2013 on concerns about his passion for the game. 2 years later, he certainly answered those questions and then some. He said, "What's there not to love? You're playing the game that you love. Night in and night out. It's a passion game." Kevin, no one questioning his motor now.
The best offensive rebounder in the league, Doris. Thank you.
Nikola Vucevic has a basketball pedigree. I mean, it's pretty impressive. His father played professionally in Europe for more than 2 decades, including for the Yugoslavian national team. His mother was a player as well. So you might say his DNA was set up to play the game.
And Vucevic, a growing celebrity in his native Montenegro, building on his family's basketball legacy.
Yeah, Vucevic, perhaps not a household name yet in the United States, but the way he's begun his career, that may not be the case for long.
And the second free throw, good.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he's got 13 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
Yeah, he's been establishing terrific position, boxing out very well and battling hard for every rebound.
Monroe, the pass to Jennings, and it's good. Jennings has got 11.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
And it's Gordon finishing it off. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Jennings drives in. Monroe against Vucevic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Greg Monroe, 6'11", 250. The ability to play the 4 or the 5 spot. And his combination of size and skill makes him very coveted around the league.
First trip to the line for him here. The first one falls. And Monroe, very left-hand dominant, much better scoring from that side of the floor.
Yeah, and while being a lefty does throw defenders off, I think developing his right hand is something that will help him even get better as he moves forward.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Magic leading by 21. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Throws it up high, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we're seeing the shots just dropping from everywhere right now.
Yeah, since halftime, Steve, they've been operating very efficiently.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Now Jennings, he's got 11. Prince dishes to Jennings. 6 to shoot. Here's Meeks. Guarded by Oladipo. Meeks can't hit.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort.
Here's ABC. And again, it's the Magic from deep. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Jennings with the ball. Right now averaging 17 points a game. Prince in the corner. Detroit, no good that time either.
That's not his shot there, guys. And whether you play D on him or not, he's usually going to miss that one.
Here's ABC, and it's Orlando with another. And here's Jennings. Shot to stop the run. That one goes. Count it. Jennings has got 13.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Oladipo with a screen on Jennings. Here's ABC. Can't cash in from close range.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Jennings with the ball. Now defended by ABC. Prince outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Meeks. He's got 6. Count the bucket. The Magic have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. ABC, that's good. ABC's got 22 points.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
It's Jennings with the drive. Trying to get open is Monroe. Jennings can't get it to go. Inside, and stolen by Prince. Now Detroit moving it up. Jennings leading the charge, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Oladipo. 4th in field goal percentage. He's been locked in from behind the arc, guys. He's in the top 20 in the NBA in three-point field goal percentage.
And you go back to his shooting percentage just for a minute here, Steve. I mean, you think about it. What makes a guy a high percentage shooter? Well, you take the shots that you work on. You don't take bad shots, and you let the game come to you. You don't force shots. Look at the game for Brandon Jennings. He has 14 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
Which can't be undervalued, Clark. So many times a game can come down to which team wins the free throw battle.
And Jennings drops them both.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
And Meeks kicks to Anthony. Monroe down low. Vucevic on him from 18 feet away. And it falls over the rim and in. And 12 points for Greg Monroe. Orlando leading by 22. Left side, Gordon. To the inside. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Gordon.
What a beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
And Meeks kicks to Jennings. Harris against Anthony. Jennings drives in. Here's Monroe. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Now let's quickly bring up the list of point guards whose steal totals in the second half of the season have really been standing out. You look at ABC, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
And with these guys, they're always going to give you an outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. And it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
And that kind of aggression is exactly what you need from your point guard, Steve. At the point of attack, he sets the tone for your defense. And this bunch gives their counterparts very little room to operate on the perimeter.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Orlando. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Pistons. Jackson comes in for Meeks. And so Monroe nails both of them.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
Sure helps that they've gotten extra trips to the foul line here in the second, and that has to continue if they're going to complete this comeback.
And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against Toronto.
Well, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game. I thought that was what won it for them more than anything else.
Well, that was the one area they knew they could exploit in the matchup, and boy, did they ever exploit it.
He tries for three, and count it. Three-pointer good on the shot. BC's got 10 points now just in this quarter. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Jennings kicks to Jackson. Outside Jennings. That's tipped. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. A three ball. And another three-point shot falls from ABC. ABC's got 28.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Jackson drives in. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You got to make them work for it, challenge every shot.
Here's ABC, and again it's Orlando with the three.
The three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
Will it go? Jennings can't get it to go.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's ABC. He's got 31. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let him fly.
Monroe sets a screen for Jackson. Caldwell Pope passes to Jennings. Jackson against Oladipo. Here's Jennings. Rebound by the Magic. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
The drive by Jackson. Outside Jennings. The pass to Anthony. Here's Caldwell Pope. He kicks it to Monroe. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jennings with the double team. The dish to Vucevic. From 8, Harris outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like All-Star Weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually offense during the All-Star Weekend, no D.
Anthony dishes to Jennings. Harris against Monroe. And here's Jennings outside. Jennings with another miss.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Vucevic a screen on Jennings. ABC passes to Vucevic. Trying to get back on track, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Boy, the kind of moment you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about. You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Jackson kicks to Anthony. Anthony sets the pick for Jennings.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been this.
I like that shooting.
He's checked in for Vucevic. Evan Fournier comes in for Tobias Harris. Gordon's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Peyton in for ABC. Detroit also making some changes. Williams comes in for Anthony, and Caron Butler is subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Outside Williams for the three. That's good. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Peyton drives in. Tries again. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Monroe. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. For Detroit, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. No good on that one.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Peyton.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Jackson. No good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Magic out in front, ending the third quarter with an energy burst.
Wednesday, April 1st, Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take on LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trailblazers. Do not miss it.
Well, Orlando shooting a superb 63% from the field. ABC is in at the point. Channing Frye out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Gordon in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. The Pistons shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Lucas kicks to Butler. Pass to Dinwiddie. The kick outside to Butler. Just 5 to shoot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, shooting a lot of free throws is a hallmark of the league's top scorers. Generally, it's a way to be efficient. The jump shot, not always going to be there for players. So to be able to physically impact the game by attacking the paint, drawing contact, drawing fouls, that's really what the stars can do.
The first one falls. And Stevie talked about the health risks of taking it inside and drawing fouls. Some studies have shown when a player, Clark, gets fouled hard, they are less likely to take it inside again.
You know what? I'm not sure about that. Who knows what the deal is when guys don't go inside, but it may be something the league will take a look at.
So he gets them both.
Caron Butler has been playing well. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Now, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Here's ABC, and it's good. ABC's got 41.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
There's a screen by Williams. Now here's Lucas. He's tightly guarded. Dishes to Williams. Can't get it to go. So Orlando will take it the other way. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
Now here's Lucas. Defense right on him. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Butler. Puts it up from 12. And that one goes long. The Magic have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Shoots. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Lucas, the pass to Dinwiddie. To the left wing. Back to Lucas. Kicks it to Williams. Pistons passing it around. It's Butler that time on the assist from Williams. And 12 points for Butler.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
ABC passes to Gordon. Pass break Detroit. Here's Dinwiddie. Rips down the breakaway slam. Well, guys, for a point guard, he can punch it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that would have been unheard of about a decade and a half ago, Kevin, seeing a guy bounce like that at his side.
Good point.
Times have changed, though, guys. We got guards all over the league who can play way above the rim. He had no problem knocking down that shot. And a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse.
Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's ABC.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
He sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Lucas. The feed now to Tolliver. That's good.
He's so dominant in the low post. You just can't let him get the ball in there so tight.
Too easy. It was really simple for him to go to work there.
Here's ABC, defended by Lucas. Now Detroit moving it up. He feeds it to Williams. Off target from outside. The Magic have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Gordon, the pass to ABC. 16 feet away. Shots good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 4 this quarter.
Almost pulled the trigger, but he realized he had a better look for his teammate.
So it's Detroit now. Feeds to Lucas. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
The Magic have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. Throws it up high. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Dinwiddie. He dishes it to Lucas. 6 to shoot. And there's the pass to Williams. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Orlando.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And one other thing I would add is the mid-range game has been really impressive. I mean, they're showing great touch on some of those 15, 17-footers.
And Williams drops them both. Here's ABC. Shoots a 3. The shot misses. And Detroit the other way now. Now here's Lucas. He kicks to Butler. And the foul called on ABC. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Detroit has possession. Butler goes in. Oh, that's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's ABC. He's guarded by Williams. Inside. Takes it out with both hands and rips it down. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner, going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Lucas kicks to Butler. Back to Lucas. 6 to shoot. Here's the floater. Williams with a clean look, and he's good on the 3-ball.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Here's ABC. Here's Dedmon. Back to Gordon. The dish to Fry. Taken away by Williams. Now Detroit moving it up. On up the court. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
Now you look at hard fouls and what's now considered a flagrant foul. The referees and the league has really sort of changed the rule over the course of the last decade. And I think it's for the better. It used to be you could get away with basically mugging a player. Now you have to be more careful. And I think it's good for the protection of the player and for the improvement of the game.
That free throw missing. And there's been talk about hard fouls and flagrant fouls to protect the players, Clark.
Yeah, no less an authority than coaching great Phil Jackson said that Naismith set up the game to eliminate fouling, not reward it. Sounds something just like something Phil would say. It used to be that the fouler had to leave the court like in hockey. I think the league has taken good steps to get away from the defensive slugfest of years past.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
ABC, an absolute bomb from three-point range. ABC's got 10 points now just in this quarter. The Pistons have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Now Lucas. From downtown, that's good. And about Orlando and their stars, is it better, Clark, to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all on your team?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that.
Here's Dinwiddie, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Outside Gordon. Pass to Fournier, and he drops it in from the low post.
Got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Detroit's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Lucas kicks to Tolliver. And another 3 for Detroit.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
ABC passes to Fry. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Physical play in the paint.
Too many turnovers.
It's all of 2012-13 with an enlarged heart. The condition got better, and last season seemed like he didn't miss a beat. He came back and shot the cover off the ball.
Butler kicks to Lucas. Baseline try. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And guys, Fry, you know, as you try to put him into some kind of position or descriptive phrase, a stretch 4.
I think so, Kevin, but you know what's great with Fry is that he can also guard 4s and 5s. So When you can space the floor as a shooter but also defend the interior, then you're a two-way player, and it's easy to find the right matchup.
Both free throws good from Lucas. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Well, Orlando shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Fournier dishes to Dedmon. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dedmon's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
ABC's checked in for Orlando. Detroit's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. The kick outside to Butler. Connects from three-point range. Butler's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Pistons. Butler's gone 3 of 5 from deep, shooting 60% so far from way outside. Here's ABC, defended by Lucas. The Pistons have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. And finished off by Williams.
That's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
And so here's Orlando. There's a good screen. Here's ABC. An easy layup after coming off the pick. ABC's got 48.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
Now here's Lucas. Not a lot of room. Butler up top. Williams with a clean look and another three for Detroit.
Now, the way this defense is playing out there, I mean, they might as well not be there. That's 5 straight wide open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. I mean, typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Magic.
Tonight, they seemed committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And so checking out the record for these guys, tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
So they bring the season series to an end with a nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
A total of 4 games to be exact, Steve, and they'll each wind up taking 2 of them.
And what a huge standout performance it was for ABC. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come up with steals and get extra possessions for his team.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lucas the pass to Butler. Shoots from the high post. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's ABC. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
Lucas with it. Butler kicks to Lucas. Dishes to Williams to stop the run. And it's good.
Sean Williams. For 3.
Here's ABC. No good there. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
I think I was just trying my hardest to sell every fake I threw. A lot of times you can just go through the motions and stuff, but if you work hard to sell a fake, you can open up space like I was able to. Yo, I can make a living in Hollywood with my acting skills. You know what I'm saying?
Albeit grudgingly. I will admit tonight you were the master puppeteer. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA on 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.
Your question, Chris?
You guys have been making it look easy these last few games. How long do you think it'll last?
It's gonna last as long as I'm in the lineup. I ain't going nowhere. Better get your popcorn ready.
Your question, Chris?
You had a tough time taking care of the ball tonight. Why?
There's actually no excuse. I have to be more deliberate with the ball. Whenever you get careless with the ball in this league, teams will make you pay. And that's what happened tonight. I gotta be more careful.
You, sir?
Well, it's no secret you're approaching free agency. Do you plan to give a hometown discount if they make an offer?
You know, I'm not really concerned with that, all right? I just want to finish the season off nice and strong and let my agent deal with the numbers.
You mean to tell me you're the only professional athlete who doesn't care about money?
That's not what I said. I said I'll let my agent deal with the numbers. You may not believe this, but all of us just don't sit up at night dreaming about how much bank we can make. Some of us just want to play the game, run with good teammates, and compete for a title. I mean, it might blow your mind, but I'm just trying to hoop, bro. Does that answer your question? So I thought. Thank you.